Good evening and welcome back to another episode of It's a Football Thing, a live match reaction. For those tuning in, the Macarthur Bulls have just been smacked, absolutely smacked by Western Sydney Wanderers 4-0 at Parramatta Stadium. Not the kind of result we were after, and it's a hard one to break down because the game should have gone a very different way. But there's just something about this Wanderers team. We've gone to Parramatta Stadium the last couple of times, and they've given us a really good time, as Butcher saying in the chat. Certainly no good. They're really, that's a nice way to describe it. Let's get into the lineup. I was a little bit shocked that we didn't see Arabuli or Arzani start. Everyone knows I'm a massive Arzani fanboy. I feel Arzani brings a bit of spark, and I just am not feeling spark in the team. Obviously, no Jed Drew tonight. We know that we lost Yuli Davia, who is a huge loss for this team. We missed him terribly in the middle of the park today. His energy, his determination, his grit. It was just rough. Let's start. We went down 1-0 very early. Borrello, who I thought was absolutely brilliant, hurting us in the 3rd minute. And then to make matters even better, we then have Craig Noone. A player with his experience, that's not good enough. You can't be making those kinds of challenges in the context of the game. It was too early. It was a silly challenge. I don't think there was any kind of malice in it, but the referee doesn't care about those kinds of things. If you give them a decision to make, they're going to make it, and it's not always one that you'll be happy with. I thought once he went off, that was basically it. The players' heads seemed to drop. We didn't look fit. We didn't look ready. We didn't look up for the fight tonight. And I know on here, RJ and I, when we do these, it's normally always so positive. But tonight, look, I couldn't really find any positives, to be completely honest. I thought the defense was suspect tonight, and it has been for a couple of weeks. These early goals are really putting us on the back foot, making it hard to get into the game. The attack was pretty much non-existent. The midfield, we were a little bit sloppy too. I can't find a positive from this match. The only positive is that it's over. When I saw 5 minutes of extra time, I had my face in my hands. I was like, come on, guys. Big up to Chelsea Perspective in the chat. Where to from here? Let's talk about the team. We do certainly have some good players in this team, and losing Yuli shouldn't mean that the season's over. We can still fight for 6th and to get into the finals, but it's looking very unlikely. I thought De Silva looked good. He was working hard. He was moving around. But unfortunately, if that work rate and that energy is not being matched by the rest of the team, it's hard. I mean, you chuck Daniel Arzani on at 4-0 down. What do you expect him to do? I mean, keep him on the bench. The players that got us into that situation of 4-0, make them work our way out of it. Like it was clear that the heads dropped and they just didn't think they could win the match. Let's chalk it up to a bad night at the office. Comment here. You guys did well after the red to hold them off, but Western Sydney Wanderers' second goal was class. Yeah, look, have to give the Wanderers plenty of credit, Matt. Maybe I am being a little bit too negative on the Bulls. It's a hard loss to take, but the Wanderers, to their credit, played well, and there was some really good attacking football. I know there have been some worries over their attack in recent weeks, but they seem to have those worries sorted out. Sometimes at 10 men, you can just kind of play really comfortably, but I didn't think the Wanderers were comfortable. They stepped in, they worked hard, they wanted to score more. So big ups to them, a good performance to them. And you know what, if we're going to promote this as a derby, if we want it to be seen as a legitimate rivalry, we've got to show more fight than that on the pitch. So maybe just a rough day to be a Bulls fan with that Dwight York video breaking this morning and all of that. Positive from the game, no new injuries. We bounce on against Brisbane in our next match. They're bottom of the table. We need to lift here. I'd be bringing Arzani straight back into the lineup. Hopefully Jed Drew's back. Arabuli up front as well. Maybe has a little bit more hold-up play that might help. But I don't know. Bulls fans, Wanderers fans, you can gloat in the chat. Bulls fans, let us know what you change. how you'd approach this game against Brisbane. Would you be tweaking the lineup? I don't know. Just one of them rough nights, Bulls fans. But we bounced back 4-0 to Western Sydney Wanderers. I'm kind of glad I didn't get there tonight. I had a function on, so I watched the first half on my phone in the car. But yeah, let's hope it's much better against Brisbane. We move 3 points gone tonight, but 3 more to come, hopefully, against Brisbane Roar. Take care, everyone. Drop a comment. Let me know what you thought of the match, what you would have liked to see different. And until then, enjoy your football.